staying the distance.
The Curragh Cup, a Group 2 over 2,800. Our Riffa started favourite with Illinois the next pick.
6 runners lined up. Dead off. Very even break. And the 1xBet.ie proud supporters of Irish racing Curragh Cup. Group 2 over 1 3/4 miles. Pushed on to lead Happy Pharaoh at the end of a furlong from Illinois and Tennessee Stud. Couple of lengths to Riffa. Floresta's one behind Trust Your Instinct. Happy Pharaoh extends the lead to 3 over Illinois in second. Third is Tennessee Stud with a couple of lengths to Riffa. The last two are Floresta and Trust Your Instinct. Happy Pharaoh has been headed by Illinois and Ryan Moore as they race right across from the stands. Illinois with a narrow advantage under Ryan Moore from Happy Pharaoh and Paddy Harness. Third is Tennessee Stud and Joey Sheridan. In fourth place, Riffa, Dylan Brown McMonigal, followed by the Stenero winning filly Floresta and Ben Cohen. Sixth of the 6 is Trust Your Instinct and Declan McDonough. On to the 9. With an advantage of a neck to a half length, Illinois from Happy Pharaoh. Third, sitting a length behind them, is Tennessee Stud. Fourth is Riffa, last year's winner, back at the scene of his St. Leger triumph, and then Floresta and Trust Your Instinct. Heading inside the final mile, Illinois with a narrow advantage from Happy Pharaoh, Tennessee Stud, Riffa, and then Floresta and Trust Your Instinct as they reach the 7 furlong point, marking the halfway stage in the 1xBet.ie proud supporters of Irish racing Curragh Cup. Running uphill as they tighten, it's Illinois just with the edge from Happy Pharaoh in by the rail, followed by Tennessee Stud. After Tennessee Stud, stable companion Riffa, and then Floresta and Trust Your Instinct. Less than 5 lengths covering the 6th. As they continue towards the final 5.5 furlongs. Illinois followed by Happy Pharaoh, Tennessee Stud. Riffa remains in fourth, and then Floresta and Trust Your Instinct. On the downhill, it is Illinois and Happy Pharaoh still filling out the first 2 positions. Third, but only just, is Tennessee Stud from Riffa, together at the tail of Floresta and Trust Your Instinct. Coming round the home turn and regaining a very small advantage is Happy Pharaoh in the red and white. From Illinois, nudged along in third is Tennessee Stud, followed by Riffa, Floresta and Trust Your Instinct. Racing to the final 2.5 furlongs, Happy Pharaoh leads, but only just Illinois, followed by Tennessee Stud. And behind them is Riffa, who gets reminders and comes through in between horses on the outside, Floresta, and then comes Trust Your Instinct. The furlong and a half to go. Happy Pharaoh from Floresta coming with a run. So too Trust Your Instinct from last on the outside, and in between them is Riffa. Trust Your Instinct on the outside goes to the front in the closing stages of the Curragh Cup. Trust Your Instinct wins it. From Happy Pharaoh, Riffa third, Floresta in fourth.
Trust Your Instinct. The 6-year-old gets the money. Riffa falls short again after starting favourite again. Anyway, Trust Your Instinct is now 9 wins from 22 starts. He was actually racing over hurdles in early 2024, the same year he first caught my attention when a neck second to Jan Bruegel in the Group 3 International Stakes. Post-race, the Melbourne Cup was bandied about as a possible target by Joseph O'Brien, along with the Irish St. Leger in September. For your info, I'd be very surprised if Trust Your Instinct didn't qualify for the 24-horse Melbourne Cup field in November. Unfortunately, he's already quoted at $17 for the Melbourne Cup at Bet365. Can't find him offered anywhere else at this moment. A solid run for second placed Happy Pharaoh. He was second to Scandinavia back in May. He might be worth following.
Horse, just said to Frank there, that's the first time he's got his ground. Like, he would actually gallop down the road if you had to, like the lads in Brazil do, you know. He's like, he loves it.
First time over this trip as well. Myself and Ruby were saying beforehand that we were very confident he would get this trip. If anything he was going to bring out improvement. I'd imagine the team were the same way, were they?
Yeah, no, everyone was delighted after that. But I think it was important to just get him to relax early. Tempo was lovely for the first 3 furlongs, and then they really sort of pulled it up. And as soon as they started doing that, I knew I was in business, because he has a great kick. And I was able to follow them down into the straight and then just come out when I had to. But I knew the ones inside me were dead.
And obviously stepping up a trip for the first time today, I'd imagine you were confident that he'd have no trouble getting this trip.
Yeah, we were pretty happy that he got the trip, and
yeah, we were, and once he relaxed well, because I was a bit keen in his younger days, but switched off good today, and he has a good kick.
He does, doesn't he? He shot a good turn of foot to pick him up and win quite snugly in the end.
Yeah, really snug. Deck said he was really comfortable at every stage, and there was a bit of argy-bargy down the inside, and he just got a lovely smooth run down the outside, which was a big help, I'd say.
Where do you go next? Can we see him in an Irish St. Ledger?
Yeah, look, I'd say he'll come back to every group race in the Curragh that he can run in, to be honest, and the Irish Ledger will be one of them. Yeah, absolutely.
Could he be a Melbourne Cup horse as well?
Yeah, potentially. Yeah, he has a good kick and he's a stayer with speed, so he's the right profile.
Will commence again if you try to take our firearms.